Good evening, parents. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining our first 2025-26 parent as part of network meeting for the new school year. We're so glad to have you. You guys are very prompt and on time. As tradition, we're going to give parents a few more minutes to log in. So it'll be a little bit of radio silence unless somebody wants to sing for us. But so good, so glad to have you tonight on this nice weather of Wednesday. If you could be so kind and put your child's name and grade inside the chat. I'd love to see whose parent is showing up to the meetings. If you are new to the meetings, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning parent to our PPN partnership, glad you came back to join us. So again, parents, please put your child's name and grade in the chat. It's going to be a few minutes of silence here for a few minutes, and then we'll come back about roughly about 5:35. Within 4 minutes, we'll get the show on the road. Welcome, parents. If you're just not joined, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes, allowing those parents who are a few minutes behind to come in. Parents, if you just not joined, please go ahead and put your child's name and grade inside the chat so we can document whose parents showed up for the meeting tonight. Thank you. Name and grade in the chat. We'll be getting started in roughly 2 minutes. All right, parents, thank you again for coming, for joining our first PPN of the school year, parent part of the network meeting. We're so glad to have you. Our goal for the day was to give you opportunity to meet the people who drive and drive the bus of the school administration, the dean of students. They're not the most important people in the school. The most important people in the school are the teachers. We have to give them love all the time. They're the ones spending time with your children every day. But the people on the call tonight are the ones who support the teachers and support the students and make sure that the school is functioning properly. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to meet all of them. Everyone cannot be available. We believe in work-life balance and life be lifing. So there are a lot of things going on Some of our administrators, you'll get a chance to meet them at another meeting. But we do have a good showing today of our principals, assistant principals, as well as dean of students at each school. And we can always follow back up later on to meet the other people who are absent. Now, Mr. Green, I want to celebrate him. He is celebrating his 31st wedding anniversary. And he almost thought about getting on, but I said, if you want to be married 32 years, you better not join this meeting tonight and take your wife out to dinner. So we excuse him. I know Ms. Ross, the principal of the high school, couldn't miss. She was at a birthday function. So a lot of things going on, but you'll get a chance to meet them later on. Parents, if you just not joined, please make sure you put your child's name and grade in the chat. But we do have representation from each school, and we're going to go ahead and get it started. At our PPN meetings, our goal is to allow parents to come on and hear from each school about all the fun and exciting things that's going on for the upcoming months. And you can take part in, your child can take part in as well, and all sorts of celebrate some success we had in the past. It's also an opportunity for you to be able to unmute yourself and ask a question. Any of the school leaders, a concern you may have, or idea you may have, or suggestion. This is meant to be an interactive, intimate meeting. Our goal is to try to get 25 parents per school. So parents, I need your help. If you know somebody that have a child at Chandler Park and not on the call tonight, I need you. By the time we come back in October, the goal is to have 25 parents per school. There are 2,000 students at Chandler Park Academy, and we need to get at least 2,025 kids per parents per school to join the parent meeting. It's an opportunity for you to share your voice and to be heard and to see what's going on around the CPA district. Thanks again for coming. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Principal Anderson to do his introduction, and his team will follow suit.
Good evening, parents. My name is Andre Anderson. This is my 17th year, going into 18 years at Chandler Park, my 7th year as the elementary principal.
Any upcoming events you want to share, Mr. Anderson?
Oh, are we going? Okay. Let me.
I'm gonna have you do that, and then the team introduce themselves.
All right. Okay. So, let me just get it up here. So, our first event that we have this month will be our annual Title I parent meeting. That's going to be in the elementary cafeteria from 4 to 5:30. We're going to be serving food. I'm going to put a link to register for that event in the chat when I finish here. That meeting is designed to go over how we use our federal funds. And so we do the presentation, we sit and eat. And so it's just a good opportunity for you to come out to the school and learn how we use the money that the federal government gives us. Some of these events that I'm gonna go over is our district events. We have Count Day on October 1st. That is Wednesday, October 1st. That is a district event. For the elementary, we have our Uniform Picture Day. And that's Monday, October 6th. So we have a couple of picture days throughout the school year. We have our spring pictures, we have our holiday pictures, but this one is designed for us to capture the students in their uniform, and it goes into our student information system so that we can see who the students are. It's also a picture day for staff. Our early release for October is October 7th. As you know, the students, they all get out at 2 p.m. But we also have parent-teacher conference that day. That's going to be from 3 to 6. Let's see. We're going to have our first elementary perfect attendance and student of the month awards on Friday, October 10th. And let's see. We have another early release on the 14th. That is October. And I'm going over these events because we may not meet, until some of these events have happened.
Anderson, for some reason we couldn't hear you.
For everything?
Oh, now we can hear you again.
Okay.
No, just the last thing you just said.
Okay, I said I'm going over these events. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, so that we can, so I can just go over all of the events that we have up until the next time we meet in October. Our kindergarten students will be going to Blake's Apple Orchard on October 17th. So that is scheduled. And I believe our pre-K students are going on the 16th. So look forward to those permission slips coming home. And then last but not least, for October, we have our annual trunk or treat, which is Friday, October 24th.
Mr. Anderson, Miss Diaz said, can we get from October 1st? They didn't hear you.
Oh, that was count day. I'm sorry, count day is October 1st.
Yeah. And she said you was moving real fast too. So don't worry, Ms. Diaz. We're gonna make sure the elementary has a lot of things going on, but every week we're gonna send out a weekly calendars on the website as well, capturing all the events at all three schools. Each school has their own calendar. Yes, Mr. Anderson was moving kind of quickly there because there's a lot of things going on in the elementary. But if you go on the website every week, they capture the month of all the activities. As we update the calendar, the website gets updated, and that way that's the easy way for parents to be able to track what's going on at each different school.
I didn't want to take up all the time. That's why I was moving fast.
No, we appreciate you
following the 2-minute rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the 2-minute funeral rule, and you know somebody ain't gonna do right. And every funeral, somebody not gonna do right. I'm sorry, elementary team. If you can now introduce yourself and kind of talk about what you do at the school.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Erica Sullivan. I am the assistant principal for kindergarten through second grade for the elementary school. I have been with Chandler Park Academy for 9 years. And welcome again.
And greetings, parents. I am Mrs. Kelly Morrison. I am the assistant principal of grades 3 through 5. Just like Mr. Anderson, going on 18 years here at Chandler Park Academy.
Wow.
And exactly. And 7 years as assistant principal. And everything that Mr. Anderson did discuss, I will say, I try my best to put on Class Dojo, the class story. So if you are not associated or hooked up with your teacher's Class Dojo page, please make sure you're reaching out to that teacher to get access or codes to sign up for Class Dojo.
Ms. Rose, before you talk, I got one announcement. So parents, I know I met some of you guys at the orientation. Elementary is the only school to use Class Dojo. So if you're going from 5th grade to 6th grade middle school, you have to hook up with Power School. So in the past, I guess you really didn't need Power School Elementary because everything comes through Class Dojo. But unfortunately, when we go from 6th through 12th grade, the school uses for communication and grade book is Power School. So Ms. Clay actually is here tonight. She's going to talk about that very shortly. But there is a shift from elementary to middle school through high school. We use Power School as our communication platform, as well as our grade book that you can log into to see your child's grades.
Mr. Williams, we do encourage the parents to still sign up for Power School because that's how they can monitor attendance and monitor grades. So Dojo is only for our communications, for like mass communication, but please still continue to sign up for Power School.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan, for that clarification. I did not know. Okay, so parents, please, you will get it on our we sent out a monthly newsletter I sent out. And if you have not logged into Power School yet, please do. Ms. Clay gets information about that tonight. But please, Power School is the most powerful tool a parent can have because you can have your child's grades right in your hand. Ms. Rhodes.
All righty. Hello, parents. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. This is my 9th year here at Chandler Park Academy. It's my 5th year as the Dean of Students, and I'm glad to be here with you all tonight for the PPN meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Rose. We're going to shift right over to middle school. I know I said the principal and the AP could not be here tonight. Ms. Wilson and Mr. Green. I think Mr. Maybone, is Mr. Maybone here?
Yes, I am. I'm double duty. You know, we're at the middle school football game today.
There we go.
Really?
Are we winning or losing?
We're up 24 to win.
Oh,
at halftime.
It's a good day to be an Eagle.
Absolutely. So, hi everybody. I'm Mr. Maybone. Thank you all for joining us. I'm the dean at the middle school. I've been in the district for about 15 years total. And I'm glad you all are here, and look forward to an amazing school year this year.
Thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for taking the time out. Parents, is anybody here that had a question for either the elementary team or the middle school? You can unmute yourself or raise your hand. I'll call on you. anybody had any questions for the elementary admin or the middle school admin before we go to the high school? You can unmute, just shout out loud, or you can raise your hand. I'll call on you. It's an open. Who we got?
District code to log into Power School.
Ms. Quay, you got the so mother, Ms. Quay gonna talk about Power School in 5 minutes, and I think she's gonna be able to answer your question for you. But if not, we got you. High school team, are you here?
On deck.
Dr. Payton, want to start? Throw Mr. Counts, go ahead, kick us off, Mr. Counts.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your presence and participation in today's meeting. I am the Dean of Students, and I'm also responsible for dual enrollment. If you have a student that is on the track for getting college ready, I've been with CPA. This is my first year, so just happy to be here and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Counts. Thank you so much for coming. Dr. Payton, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I am Dr. Eric Pate. Good evening, everyone. I am the assistant principal over at Chandler Park Academy High School. This is my first year there, and I'm very happy to be an Eagle and look forward to meeting each and every one of you in person. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Payton. Dr. Payton, what subjects do you cover? What subject areas do you cover?
I cover math and science.
Gotcha.
Chandler Park Academy. Yep.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Barbara, are you able to talk?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi. So I'm Rhonda Barber. This is my 4th year here as one of the assistant principals at Chandler Park Academy High School. I'm going into my 5th year as assistant principal. The subject areas that I cover this year are the electives and the CTE program. So there's just a few things that I want to highlight because there's some new duties I have this year as assistant principal. So we just recently launched our Character Counts program. And if you guys are not familiar with Character Counts, it deals with helping students to develop socially and emotionally their academic skills while shaping a positive school culture. So when you think of Character Counts, you want to think about shaping a positive school culture. And so there are 6 pillars that the Character Counts program covers throughout the year: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship. I think I got all 6. Okay. So I also want to highlight that we're in the process of forming a Character Counts team. And so we are looking for parents, 9 through 12 parents, to join our Character Counts team. There's lessons that are taught on a weekly basis every Wednesday school-wide by our teaching staff. And so we would love your input, parents. And so what I would like to do is to drop my email in the chat. And if you're interested in joining our Character Counts team, I will be in contact with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Barbara. Hopefully parents, we have some high school parents on the call again. Parents, if you just joined, please make sure that you put your child's name and grade in the chat. So if we need to follow back up with you for elementary, we always look for parents to join certain teams, to support certain initiatives, or just to give feedback on certain events on how you think if we could improve and do better. So thank you for joining tonight, but we will be reaching out to you to get some feedback and some input on how you think we could do things differently at the school. At this point in time, I'm gonna hold off on the questions. I gotta get Ms. Clay out of here by 6 o'clock. Ms. Clay, you can go ahead and start with your presentation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ms. Clay. I am the office manager here at the middle school, and I am available to help everyone when it comes to logging into Power School. I am going to share my screen so you all can see. The sheet that you are seeing is a generic login information sheet for Parent Portal. It will have your student's name. It will have the link that you will use to log into Power School. It will have your unique access ID information and your unique access password. The district code is also listed as KKGD. I did put it in the chat for those who needed it. When it comes to logging in, you will need to initially log in on a computer before you can use the app. If you have any
Please
issues,
say that one more time, Ms. Clay. Say that one more time for people in the back.
to initially log into your PowerSchool account, you will need to use a computer before you can use the mobile app. If you already had access and no longer have access, that is a quick fix. It is something that I can definitely help you with. For anyone who needs assistance, please email me your student's name, grade, as well as your full name and grade so that I will be able to send you your access information. I will make sure that I also put it in the chat for you to click on it easier. Is there anyone who had any questions for me regarding PowerSchool?
I'll see. And parents, you can always unmute yourself if you got a question or raise your hand. So, Ms. Clay, so they will receive this sheet. When will they get this sheet?
They will get it once I get their information, and then I will send it to them directly after I get it, and I will make sure that they have the actual access before sending the sheet over to them.
All right. Ms. Farley has raised her hand. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Ms. Farley.
I want to know what exactly is PowerSchool? What is it for?
PowerSchool is a way for you to see your students' grades, your students' attendance, and sometimes you'll be able to see your students' behavior on PowerSchool. It's the way for you to stay up to date with real-time information on how your student is performing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so PowerSchool is one of the most powerful tool a parent can have. If our parents had it back in the day, there'd be a lot of things we wouldn't be allowed to do because they can look at your grades like literally in real time. And so, sometimes we was asked to go to grandma's house on the weekend and go to McDonald's for a celebration. They said, well, I guess if you're doing good in school, I wait till report card time come out. No, that's back in the day. Parents can literally go on their phone, log into their child's teacher's grade book, and see exactly their missing assignments, their current grade. So there's no gray area. It's no need to wait for a teacher to call you. You can see the child's grades as we speak, anywhere in the country. So anywhere you go in the world, you get your app on the phone, and you can actually log into that teacher's live grade book. What you see is what we see. So now there's no waiting around or guessing how your child is progressing or not progressing. You have the power in your hand to be able to go right in. There's no more telling fibs and stories. Whether or not you pass that test or not, mother, you can find out if you pass that test today. Right now, you can go in and look and see. So that the teacher updates their grade book at least 2 to 3 times, roughly, maybe a little less elementary, but about 2 to 3 times a week, teachers update their grade book. So you don't need to check it every day, but at least check it twice a week, and you'll see the most up-to-date, accurate grades that's in the system.
Hello, I
Any
have a
other questions?
question.
Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Renita. I have a fifth grader, and normally I'll get a sheet from the teacher with the PowerSchool information on there. So will that be coming out soon, or should I send you my information directly so I can get that information?
That was a question I had too, Ms. Clay. So I mean, is each school already sent it out to every parent? Because you're the backup, so each parent should have gathered already, right?
In the event that they did not receive it already, they can still send their information over to me. And then some parents who already received it, they are not, their access has not been updated. So it doesn't matter. If mom wants to wait on the teacher, that's fine. If she will rather email me, that's fine.
Mother, I would say just to move the process on, go ahead and email Ms. Clay, and then we can get you going. But I will check with all the schools' office managers to make sure that sheet, it should go out the beginning of every school year. So Ms. Clay, if I'm a returning parent, and I had a PowerSchool account last year, what I need to do anything different this year?
Nope, you shouldn't. You should just be able to just check to make sure you still have your access. I know some parents, when their students moved up a grade, they did lose access. I know some students who are merging from either elementary to middle and maybe middle to high, they may lose access because their student is in a new building.
Gotcha. So parents, any questions, any support you
Yes,
need
I
for our
got
school?
one more. I have a
Go ahead.
question. I do
Yep.
apologize. So I have a kindergartner and an 8th grader. So my 8th grader is new to the school. So I have no idea what Power School is whatsoever. So you said that I'm trying to do 8 things at one time.
I can tell. It's all good.
Power School, like I said, is new for me. So I'm just gonna send you an email about it because I've been waiting for an email or even a letter to be sent home to get the access because I'm assuming that she needs a number, and me or her don't have any idea what the number is or where is it coming from.
Yep,
So I would just send you an email about it.
Yep, you would just send me an email with your name, your student's name and grade, and then I can get you your access, and then I can also provide your student with their Power School access if they don't have it already.
Okay, because she does. So, and I heard the other young lady for elementary, she said that sign up for Power School for them as well. So I can just, I understand that you're just for middle school. So I can do it for both my kindergartner and my middle schooler, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Oh, is this for a high school too, or are we just talking about elementary and middle school?
High school as well. This is Power School for the whole district.
Okay. So I will talk to her about Power
Yes.
School for high school too. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
No,
all I
yeah.
need to know.
Power School is the district's platform for parent communication. So
Gotcha.
period. So yeah, so K through 12.
So
Now when it comes to so if your child's in high school, they have their own Power School account, and then mother, you want to have your own Power School account to be able to log in.
So he has a Power School account. He's been there 4 years, and I still have not been able to get on Power School.
Okay, so don't email Ms. Clay, and she'll see that form, and she'll walk you through it. And if the email don't work, you call her, and she'll walk you through it. We got you.
I'm gonna call her because I don't know how to work this too well. But that's Miss Clay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be calling her tomorrow. He's a senior, and he got to get a grip.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, that's right. I'll make sure. Well, matter of fact, my mother, Ms. Coper, you make sure you put his name in the grade. And I have Mr. Dr. Payton and Mr. Counts follow up with him to make sure he get a grip.
Please, I think he's slick.
We
Really
need him to
think he's
graduate.
slick.
Need him to graduate.
Yeah,
I do have a question
right.
for the elementary school. Elementary school, do the elementary students get Power School accounts, or we don't focus on that for elementary?
Yeah, we didn't send it out this year because we had so many new students, and so it was some technical challenges. But if you can contact Miss Clay, or you can contact the elementary main office, and they'll be able to give you your Power School information.
So, Anderson, I got that question. But I'm saying, but do the students get a separate account, or we don't do that with the elementary? For the
No,
students,
but the students don't have the accounts. No,
right? Yeah, because they're not using
parents
them.
that
Okay,
have it. Yeah,
I get you. That's my question. Thank you. I know in the chat there was a question about tutoring. Who had a question about what grade was that? Had a question about tutoring. Somebody asked, do we offer tutoring?
Because too many kids. So they don't.
Mother, I can't. We can't hear you. You're breaking up real bad on me. But Mr. Anderson, could you quickly just talk about the tutoring process in the high school? I know in elementary. I know high school as staff is new. That's a whole other process. Can you talk about when that typically starts and what that process looks like?
well, we're going to start early this year. So after we complete our beginning of the year assessments, where we give all of our students an assessment to see where they are academically, then we will identify if we need tutoring and who will participate in tutoring.
Okay. So mother, you were breaking up real bad. So if your child is in any other school besides the elementary, Mr. Anderson answered elementary, just email me and I will get the information for you. But all schools offer after school support, typically starting in October, as Mr. Anderson said, right after we do our in-school assessments. There was a question about fourth grade basketball. I believe basketball starts at fifth grade, Mr. Anderson, fifth and sixth grade.
I answered that parent directly,
Okay,
but
you got it.
we're going to be sending out a survey. I met with the assistant athletic director, on yesterday, and so we was trying to work out the logistics because there are so many athletic programs going on right now. But we want to bring back our Eagle League, which will be an intramural program for kindergarten through fourth grade basketball. And
Gotcha.
so he's going to work out a survey. I'm going to send the survey out, and we just want to see what the interest is, how many parents will be willing to participate, and then try to work out the logistics for that. Now, the basketball, that's something that we started a couple of years ago, and we're bringing back the intramural league. But we do have boys basketball, and it does start at fifth grade, and that's usually at the beginning of the school, beginning of the year in January.
Right. All right. All right.
And I see another question for the elementary. The Gentlemen's Club will be starting in a couple of weeks. I plan on getting the applications out to those students who are interested in a couple of weeks.
Thank you so much, parents, for your participation, your questions. If we missed a question or missed you, just please raise your hand or unmute yourself. We're trying to keep up with the questions inside the chat, but they were going so quickly. Miss cheerleading, Miss Thomas, yes, cheerleading. Oh, I know high school cheerleading is already going on. Elementary and middle school cheerleading, Mr. Anderson, I think they cheer for the boys. So elementary cheerleading trials have not started yet. That won't be probably for another couple of months because they cheer for the boys basketball, which is in like December, January, and middle school as well. But cheerleading
What's the
is already
grade for
going on for football.
elementary? What's the grade for elementary cheer?
The normal cheerleading program starts at fourth and fifth, but that's part of the intramural league. We want to try to get some younger students participating in cheerleading. And again, we're just trying to work out those logistics.
And
so it could possibly
volleyball
be first, second, third cheerleaders as well.
So we should have next 2 weeks, period. We should have something about that intramural league, right, Mr. Anderson? Hopefully, next couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's working. We met yesterday, so once he creates the survey, I'm gonna send it out just to kind of get the interest. We have some questions that we want to ask to see what will be the best times, because like I said, there's a lot of athletics going on right now across the district, and we want to make sure that we are able to, first of all, have the coaches to run the program. But we want to see how many parents is willing to participate.
Cheerleading for, I'm sorry, volleyball for middle school. That season starts, they haven't had it yet. It starts like October, November. So be on the lookout for that. I'll make sure I put that in my so twice a month, parents. I'm the district parent community liaison, Mr. Williams. So twice a month, I forgot to introduce myself earlier. I started talking. I sent out a district newsletter. And in that newsletter, there'd be a ton of parent resources, a ton of information from all 3 schools to kind of recap of today's meeting and what's going on, what upcoming events will be. I'll make sure in that newsletter, I'll put on there when is the volleyball middle school trials. But it has not happened yet. Right now, we're in the fall sports for high school, which is cross country, football, volleyball, cheerleading, and then elementary girls basketball trials was today, yesterday, and today. So that's the sports we're doing right now. The other sports have not started yet, but we'll make sure we let you guys know. I don't know if Miss Barber, can you answer the question about, does the high school give out laptops to students who need to do homework on Google Doc? Do you know how is that such a thing?
Yes, we've done that in past practices. Who they'd have to contact eventually will be Miss Hunt, testing coordinator, and she deals with that process.
So Ms. Hall, you just email, call the school or email Ms. Hunt. I forget Ms. Call the
It's
school.
Delina, yeah,
So what's it? Hunt
V.
Hunt V, yeah. Hunt V at chandlerparkacademy.net. Parents, just in case you didn't know, most of our emails start with our last name and first initial. So mine is Williams K. It's Barbara R at chandlerparkacademy.net. So that's the easiest way to find us, is that our last name and our first initial, our first name. That's our email address 99% of the time when you're trying to find us. So Ms. Hall, just reach out to Ms. Hunt, Hunt, H-U-N-T, V as in Victor, at chandlerparkacademy.net, and let her know that your students are in need of a laptop, and then she'll take you from there through the process. All right, parents, if there's no more questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, ideas, we want to thank you for coming out tonight. Again, we meet every third Wednesday at 5:30, between 5:30 and 6:30. Usually we're done before 6:30. There's always a school representation, talk about exciting events, and we do a little short tutorial or introduction. I think next month you guys will get a chance to meet the district support team, which is our counselors, social workers, NTSS coordinator, SEL coordinator, the people who deal with the other side of the child. This team deals with academics. Another team deals with the whole child support. We believe in supporting the whole child socially, emotionally, and academically. So you're probably going to meet that team next month. There's a counselor and a social worker at every school. So we want to make sure that you know that your child can receive support on and the whole, we have a whole child wraparound model, and I think I'm gonna have that team come next month to just introduce themselves and so talk about the support they can give your child inside the school day. So if there's no other questions or comments, thank you for coming, parents, and we'll see you. We'll be in touch, and please make sure you put your child's name and grade down so we can see who came to the meeting tonight. All right, everybody. Thank you, CPA team, for coming. Thank you for showing up, and you guys have a great rest of your night.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Good evening,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.